Celtics up by 22 points right now. Man, they're really imposing their will on the Sixers. I'm honest. I didn't expect them to be enforcing their will like this. The thing is with the Celtics is they're so up and down, man. You never know what team you're gonna get. You're gonna get a team sometimes that sleepwalks through games, takes the opponent lightly, and then you have the team that plays like this, where they're firing on all cylinders. Now the bench, from what I'm looking at, because I missed a good portion of this game, but the bench, from my understanding, hasn't really done crap. So it's been Tatum for the most part. I mean, he has 39 points right now. I mean, they have 83 points and he has 39, so he has almost half of their points right now. He's made a 25-foot three. I'm telling you, dude has been incandescent. Like, forget on fire, incandescent. 88-60 Celtics. It's looking like it's looking pretty dim right now if you're a Sixers fan. It looked like they have. I said 2 minutes ago, Embiid had that look on his face like, yeah, this ain't gonna be the year. Look at Brogdon is getting to the basket now. This is getting ugly. I'm so hot. He got Donnie, almost ready to jump out of his. I don't know what he got on. A little long sleeve he got on. I'm getting ready to text my boy now and tell him Tatum is going absolutely crazy. So yeah, Celtics. Most points in Game 7, Celtics history. Sam Jones, he's only behind Sam Jones with 47. So, again, Tatum etching his name in stone with all the Celtics of the past, the greats. I mean, if you look up there in the rafters, I mean, it's banners. It's like a banner museum. He's definitely trying to etch his name up there in stone. It's impressive. I didn't think that he was gonna go crazy like this. I ain't gonna admit. I'm going. I mean, I admit it. I didn't think he was gonna go crazy. Texting my boy right now. I'm seeing a lot. I'm texting him. I'm seeing a lot of killer instinct that I didn't see. A lot of killer will. One of my criticisms with Jason Tatum has always been his will. Like we all know he's talented, but does he have the killer will to put teams away when it's necessary? A lot of times it seems like he's very deliberate in a sense where it is detrimental to his game, where he's too deliberate, and he allows like Marcus Smart to go through his unsmart phases where he's turning the ball over or playing hero ball, or Jaylen Brown going through a weird phase where he's dribbling off himself or just not being engaged. So, like Tatum, he has to start being more assertive going forward for this team because he's the guy. You see, I mean, it's clear as day. I mean, the guy's got 42 points, 14 of 23 shooting. I mean, it's crazy. So he's getting he's being aggressive. He's got 12 free throws. He's missed 3 of them. I wish he didn't miss 3 of them, but he's being aggressive. He's attacking the basket, despite the size down there with Embiid. So, you know, it's crazy because I was going to really lay into Tatum and Brown and Joe Mazzulla and everybody, and I didn't because I got busy and I didn't cut that video. So I'm glad I didn't cut that video because some of the things I wanted to talk about I'm seeing in this game. So that's cool. That's interesting. Score update 93-65. Man, it's still hovering around 30 points, yo. The Celtics, man, they said, okay, enough is enough. We've owned you for years when it comes to regular season playoffs, and nothing has changed. Let us step on your throats and send you back on that Philadelphia highway. Think about this crazy statistic that's about to smack everybody in the face tomorrow in the AM. When everybody's playing Monday morning quarterback and doing all their statistics, Doc Rivers is on the verge of extending his playoff record of dropping uh, 3-2 leads. I think this is going to be fourth time now that he's given away a 3-2 lead. It's bonkers. That this doesn't happen. But Doc has done it. Not once, not twice, but a few times now. If this lead holds up, which I expect it to. It's almost 30. Ugh. And I like Doc, man. I like Doc, but man, this is like, it's not good. So if the lead holds, like I said, this would be the fourth time I believe that Doc Rivers has given up a 3-2 lead in a playoff series. Also, this will be, again, I'm being, just saying if everything holds up, it's almost 30. It's 93-65. So, let me refresh this and make sure. You never know. Yeah, okay. All right, there we go. We moving again. Derek White enters game for Robert Williams. Cool. So, the thing is, like, this will be the fourth time Doc Rivers has done this. So, that's crazy in itself. But what's also cool now is that if the lead holds up, again, like I said, the Celtics will be having a rematch against the 8th seed Miami Heat. Oh, buddy, buckle up. Will it go 7 games to the wire like it did last year? Who knows? But you would think that given how the Heat has struggled most of the year and then turned this switch on out of nowhere, that they would struggle a little bit against the Celtics being as deep as they are. I mean, at some point, the Heat have to come back to earth, man. I mean, they have missing players, man. No Oladipo, no Tyler Hero. And even when they play the Celtics, I don't think he would be able to play in that series. So, I mean, at some point, they got to come back down to earth, right? I mean, seriously. So, Celtics will be in another series where they should be favored to win. So, again, what Celtics team will we get game 1? When they sleep, because of course they're going to have home court because they have the better seed. They're in the number 2 seed. I mean, what kind of Celtics are we going to get? Are we going to get a lethargic, sleepwalking, are we there yet type of Celtics team when they play game 1 against the Heat? Because you don't want to give up game 1 against the Heat because then the Heat is going to have all of this. You don't want to give that type of team any kind of confidence because once they get confident, that's it. They start doing what they're doing now, and that's beating teams they shouldn't beat. So it's going to be really cool to see what happens in that series. But if the Celtics do what they're supposed to do, they should, and I mean they should, come out of the East and represent the Eastern Conference. But again, who knows what team are going to get. The Miami Heat ain't the same team either. Again, in my opinion, I think they're overachieving, way overachieving, but that's what happens. You'll overachieve if you play hard. They always tell you that in every professional sport, every amateur sport. They just tell you, play hard. As long as you play hard, things can happen. The ball can bounce, different ways, bounce different directions or whatnot. So the point is, keep trying because the fortunes can change. So the Heat just play harder than everybody. And they play efficient and they don't turn the ball over. That's how they win games. They're not really overwhelming anybody. They're physical, they play hard, and they don't turn it over. That's it. This is not rocket science. I just thought, where the hell is James Harden? Like, he's on the court, but it's like he's not on the court. Like, he's invisible. I gotta look at his stat sheet real quick. Hold on. Have mercy. And James and his fans wonder why we constantly kill him when it comes to his game and these high pressure, big moment situations. Let me read his stats real quick. James Harden, in a game 7, He's shooting 3 of 11. So he's only shot 11 times, which is, dude, it's game 7. There's no other games. Like, I don't know what you're saving it for, but unload the chamber, bro. But anyway, he's 3 of 11, 1 for 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and he has only 9 points. You just can't do it. You can't do it. Embiid's no better. 5 of 17, 6 rebounds, and 15 points. That's their starters. That's their starters, man. Like, those are their two stars, and they just didn't show up. Now, their 2 star players only had that. Now, and on the flip side, even though Jaylen Brown hasn't shot the ball well, he still has 19 points. He still has higher than, Embiid, at least. So, he has 19 points, and Tatum has 44 points. There you go. That's the game right there. That literally is the game. Embiid's 15, Harden's 9 versus Tatum's 44 and Brown's 19. That's the game. I could go into turnovers and whatnot, but it doesn't really matter if you're not putting the ball in the basket. So there you have it. That's pretty much the game, and that's why they're down almost 25 points.